Hello everyone, this is Kevin Mange, and this is Kev's TV series. And you already know the drill. It's the same thing over and over again. Every time. From week to week, it'll just be Pokemon until I am done, and then I'll move on to what will be the next video. So, today's video is on Hoenn. So, it'll be the same thing. And my brain is storming right now. Ooh! So, in the Hoenn region, we have these gym leaders. We have Roxanne, Brawly, Watson, Flannery, Norman, Winona, Tate and Liza. That's right, you heard me correctly. There are two gym leaders. And Hoenn. But I'm not discussing about the gym leaders just yet. This is just the best gym of all. So, the gyms that I referenced through gym leaders, they're the Westboro City, Duford Town, the electric type gym, Mauville, Lava Ridge, Petalburg, Fortree, Moss Deep, and Stutopolis. And those are the gyms I'm going to be ranking today. So types has everything to do with what would be the best gym. And if that Pokemon can beat that type, well, then that's okay. There may be some types that can beat that gym, so I'm just going to take them out the best I can, and then I got to the point. So if I take them out, they're not in the rankings of what is the best gym. So when I say no, that gym is out. So I believe you're done hearing about the reason why I don't like the gym is because of the type that you can easily beat that Pokemon. That's how I just interpret my games, of how I would generally take on the games in that gym. Because, no doubt, that Pokemon can beat that other type of Pokemon. And speaking about Pokemon types, I'm also going to make a video on that later as well. That's another good component to Pokemon of what is the best typing of all. Well, apparently to me, but you have your own opinions on what type you like, but to me, it's what the kind of types that I do like. So, time to get into it. The Rustboro Gym. No. The Dewford Gym. Still in the running. Mauville. Nope. Loveridge. In the running. Petalburg. Nope. Fortree. In the running. Moss Deep. Nope. Sutopolis. Nope. Okay, so now we got the idea. So I just have the Dewford Gym, the Loveridge Gym, and the Fortree Gym. But which one is the best of all? So bear with me. I'm trying to lay out fire types, flying types, and fighting types. Well, I know flying beats fighting, no doubt. But fighting can beat rock types, ground types, normal types. And as I say, that's a good way of how a fighting type gym should be, of how they would take down that typing. Not bad. And for fire, well, no doubt is weak to water. And rock, and ground. Yep. Okay, Fortree is out of the running. So it's fire and fighting. Even though fighting types may be weak to flying, why did it make it to second place or first place? Well, it's because of what fighting does beat. It's not the matter if that type can be easily beaten by another type. It's just because of your opinion is what counts. Of what is the better gym. But what is the better gym here? Fighting in fire? Same reason with fire. Even though fire can be weak against water types, I would have to say the best gym of all is Lava Ridge. So there you have it. The best gym in the Hoenn region. So far, it's poison, dragon, fire. So let's see what might be for Gen 4 of what is the other better gym. So I just made this kind of short and sweet because, well, I know in my ranking videos I have been making them long, so I'm just getting to the point of where I should get to the point of what's in the running and what's not in the running after I say no. So thank you for listening to the Hoenn rankings of the gyms. And I hope by then, when I reach up to the final set of gyms, I can probably move on to the next topic, and it'll be the same thing. Ranking them on what I just discussed here. If I like it or not, it's because it's a no, because it's not in the running. But if it's in the running, it's still in the running until I eliminate it. So that's how I'm going to interpret my rankings now, instead of making it longer than it's used to. So there you have it. Kevin out. And this is Kevin Mans, and this is Kev's TV series. And now it's time for the Hoenn's badges. So in Hoenn, this time it's the Stone Badge. The Knuckle Badge. The Dynamo Badge. The Heat Badge. The Balance Badge. The Feather Badge, the Mind Badge, and the Rain Badge. So which one looks as of what I see? Does it scream as it screams? Does it represent the best of the typing? And what about the name of the name? Well, we're going to start off with the Stone Badge. Stone represents with rock, definitely. But the texture? and the type it represents, I don't see it. I really don't see it. But stone, I have to give it to that, but it's not in the running of how I don't get what the badge looks like. So, sorry. Knuckle badge. It definitely screams the name of the badge. Definitely screams fighting yet again. And it does represent the boxing glove. So I have to give it to it. So it's still in the running. The Dynamo badge. Definitely in. Definitely in. Heat badge. Definitely in. Balance badge. Okay, so here's what I say of what balance is. Balance badge is kind of like a bar that you use to pull up. And I think that's what fighting types use to increase their muscles. So I'm thinking the balance badge kind of ripped off what normal really is. I have no idea what's with the name either, too. I don't know if it's for normal by any chance. But I would have to say it more screams fighting, but since the knuckle badge took the glory, yeah, it's definitely out because of the knuckle badge. It's kind of like the balance badge copyrighted fighting types than normal. Next up we have is the feather badge. N. Mind badge. The mind badge is another heart. Heart. And it definitely do psychics. Well, at least this one got it right. But is it in? No, not really. Yeah, pink isn't my favorite color. Sorry. And next up we have is the rain badge. So it's another water type gem. And of what I see as the rain badge, I can see it clear as day, 3 droplets. But it's almost close to the Cascade badge. But the Cascade badge made it high for Kanto. But for rain, I guess not. Not also in. Only because it does represent water types, yes. 3 droplets, yes. That's what I see in the texture. It does scream water. But the texture, not so much. Even though it looks like what it looks like, it didn't go higher than the Cascade badge did. So it might be another ripoff on the Cascade. Just because of how I like the Cascade badge. So, now we understand what is in the running for Hoenn. We have the Knuckle Badge, the Heat Badge, the Dynamo Badge, the Feather Badge, and that's it. Just those four. So let's see which one is still in the running. Knuckle, Dynamo, Heat, Feather. I have to say, Feather is not in the running, but I'll give it to Texture. It does scream flying. It does scream flying. But the badge, it looks like, goes down to Texture. I have to say it's not a bad texture, but could be a lot more better. Of what feathers do look like is where I'm getting at. I don't have feathers, but I think we can see what feathers are clear as day to birds, but texture, sorry. Heat, Dynamo, and Knuckle. Next one will have to be Knuckle. Even though it does scream when it screams, it does represent fighting. But same thing again. I'm looking at the texture and it's a boxing glove. So this time, fighting made it to third place. So I have to say fighting is trying. Fighting is trying. So now we have the Dynamo and the Heat. So which two screams what it screams? I have to say second place is Dynamo. But this time electric types made it to second place. So of what I see in the Dynamo badge, I think it could represent electric types, but the texture, not really. It could scream electric. It could scream electric. Yes. 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 But does it represent electric types well? It could, but to the texture, sorry. Could have been more. But the one that definitely represents well is definitely the Heat. definitely shows off the better of fire. And I say it tops off Cinnabar Island's fire. So, bingo! Represents fire. Big time. Red heat. Hot. Scorching. That's what the heat badge is about. Good texture. Good texture. So I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. And now since I'm done with the Best Hoenn badge, for all of your information, I'm going by anime here and what happens after Hoenn. Ash Ketchum went back to Kanto and found out that there's a battle frontier. So I'll do more than just badges here. Now, I'm going to take a break yet again until I get back to the next set region. That would be Sinnoh. And if what badge would represent best in the Sinnoh region, wait and see. Until then,